Smoke on It podcast here. It's your boy Hall of Fame Worthy. Like I said, man, if y'all new to this page or this podcast, listen, man, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Follow us on Anchor. They put us where a podcast needs to be heard. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere. Check in with us on Instagram because we need our likes to go up on Instagram, our followers, something. We need that to go up. What I'm about to say right now, and see, I couldn't wait to get to this podcast. You know what I mean? Because it's time. So with that further being said, excuse me, Giants Corner Playoff Edition, Smoke On It podcast. Yes, for, and when I started Giants Corner, I didn't think that I'm not gonna say I didn't have faith in my team. Hall of Fame Worthy, he had faith in his team. I put money and I bet on my team to win anytime against anybody. But for the last couple of years, the Giants been letting us Giants fans, they've been letting us down. And it's not totally the players, it's the coaching. It was the coaching, it was everything, that was letting us down in the past. But I'm here to say it's a new year. And even before the new year came in, they were doing their thing. They had a couple of hiccups, but during the season, they did way better than anybody expected. So go Giants, and I'm so proud to be a Giants fan. The way the season went, you know, start off with the coach. I thought the coach, coming from Buffalo was going to be something, but I didn't know he was going to be like that. They did a whole lot with Josh Allen over there in Buffalo. Me personally, I didn't think Daniel Jones. Look, I'm not going to say I didn't think he had what Josh Allen had, but I'm just like going through a coordinator every year since he's been in the league. It's hard to tell, but I told you this, and you look on the previous podcast, I said Jones, when he throws the ball and it's on target and he knows who he wants to throw to, he throws one of the prettiest spirals you ever see in your life. And it's like zip on it and everything. I love that about him. What I didn't like was the turnovers. And I always told everybody if he stopped the turnovers, he was going to be a good quarterback because he runs too. And speaking of this year, him running this year, he went crazy this year, set franchise records this year with as far as his legs. So, you know, you could look big shout out to Facebook and I love my New York Giants. They sponsor this also. But you can go back to that when Giants drafted Daniel Jones. We was on there on that page and we was live. We recorded the video and I was mad because honestly, I wanted the Giants to take Haskins instead of Daniel Jones. But I see why Eli believed in Daniel Jones. Not only because he went to Eli's camp, but Eli Eli is elite. Eli is greatness. So of course he's going to recognize greatness. Yes. Um. So Daniel, the coaching. So we started off with the coaching and Daniel Jones. Uh, the coaching was unbelievable. The offensive coordinator has been on fire. For the games that we did win, even the games that we lost, he was still on fire. But we didn't end up coming up on the winning end of that. So, but the offensive coordinator and the coaching, the defensive coach. Oh my God, from Baltimore. Listen, is he better than Spags? I don't know because Spags won a championship for the Giants. But what I will say is that Wink is great, and he's a good defensive coordinator, and he knows how to work those pieces that he got on the Giants. like on the Giants, because he came from Baltimore, so he knows how to work those pieces over there. I want to say that he knows how to work those deep, and he gonna blitz the hell out of you. So all together, coaching gets an A+ for me. Okay, quarterback, he stepped it up big, less turnovers, using his legs more, making smart decisions with the ball. So he's gonna get a. Daniel Jones gets a just because of his leap he made from last year to this year. Saquon Barkley is going to get three A+. Okay, if you're a Giants fan, you don't even know what I mean. You already know what Saquon meant to us this year. From playing quarterback when we had no quarterback, from running the ball, from like requesting the ball in tough situations and making it happen. You already know what Saquon did for us this year, and he is, if not, it's the coaches, Daniel Jones, it's how the way the defense plays, but it's mainly on the shoulders of Saquon. So, tight end Bellinger, oh my God, this year went crazy. Like, and we knew you was the most important tight end on our team when you went out with that eye injury, sucker, sucker Carolina Panthers. Um, you went out with that eye injury, and it kind of showed us that we like how good you were as a rookie. So, all right, defense, special teams, defense, Tibbs, the rookie Ojari, the steal that we got from Dallas with Smith, the cornerbacks. Listen, Love, McGinn, listen. All of the from the cornerbacks to safeties, like Landon Collins would have the way he came back this year and at the was a surprise and that pick six was a thing of beauty. It was a thing of beauty. I just want to say all together through the whole year, I was happy. For the last 6 years being a Giants fan, I haven't been. But I could say this year out like it's like uncharted territory or so. It just didn't feel normal because looking at the TV, all of a sudden Giants is winning games. We going crazy. The fans, we in heaven. Even if they don't go as far, I just want to say they made the playoffs. And even if they don't go as far, because we're in the first wild card game, and we play the Giants play the Vikings. We played the Vikings during the regular season. We lost. We did some good things that game. We just couldn't stop their tight end for I don't know why. You know, he's an all pro tight end. So um I don't know why I couldn't we couldn't stop him, but that is what it is. And I wanna say their quarterback, we're not scared of Kirk Cousins. All right. What I am scared of is two people over there. And I don't know how the defense is going to do it. Like I mean, the last game I looked at tape, I looked at film. They was we didn't have Jackson, so I want to say that. But we did have Love back there, so he holds us down a lot. But as far as like their weapons, Cook is hard to stop. That running back over there, they got a fairly good defense and damn good defense, excuse me, and Justin Jefferson. Holy Christ. But we kept him in check last. I don't want to say we kept him in check last game, but I was looking at film. He didn't explode. Who exploded was that tight end, though. We got to do something about that tight end. We made some great plays on offense. I'm not worried about our offense. Only thing I'm worried about is our defense. If we could pull this one out, I think we go on a run. Giants fans, Giants Nation, Big Blue. I think we go on a run if we beat the Vikings. And look, something similar to 2011, 2008. Road Warriors. Like there's something about being on the road going through the playoffs is that all we got is us mentality. You know, I think with them is going to fare. It's the moment is not going to get too big for them. What I don't need is Saquon to be the only thing that we're going to, on offense. Let's go to Slayton. I like that pass that Galladay did in the last game against Philly on Slay. So let's throw Galladay. I know he ain't been nothing the whole year, but I have a feeling in these playoffs he's going to go bananas, and he's going to be a big target for DJ. So damn, you got a target like that. And Richie James, I understand what he did in with fielding them when he's supposed to call a fair catch in Seattle. But other than that, he's been our top receiver besides Slay and Bellinger. Richie James is a short. So let's get James out there. Slay is going to go for his. You already know that. And if we had Shep out there, it would have been crazy. But we don't have Shep on IR. This one's for you. We're gonna run this up for you. So I'm not like DJ's been making good decisions all year. So I'm not worried about the offense. I'm not worried about the offensive line. I'm just worried about the defense and stopping Cook and Jefferson. You already know that the tight end geeked us. So we got eyes on the tight end too. Don't let him roam free. The key players find a way to shut down and stop. Justin Jefferson, Cook, and that tight end. These are all pro. Okay? Kirk Cousins, he can go ham also. So it's a kind of a toss up, but I mean I ain't gonna say it's a toss up. I want my Giants to win. Big shout out to every team that made the playoffs. Every team that didn't make the playoffs. It'll be your turn next year. You know what I mean? Um, Smoke Water Podcast. Follow us, like I said, on every social media platform. Right now, you're probably listening to us on Spotify, on YouTube, wherever. Please subscribe to us. You know what I'm saying? And this is the Giants Corner, discussing my Giants, Hall of Fame worthy Giants that made the playoffs for the first time in 6 years, or for the first time since 2016. It's big. It's huge in New York. So, shit, that was crazy. Final score 24-20 Giants. Kirk Cousins throws a pick six or two. I don't believe in Kirk Cousins. I don't believe that he's a stand up like somebody like Tom Brady or nothing. He might make us a believer and he's good. He can get streaky, but I don't have no fear of Kirk Cousins. He's gonna have to make me believe. You know how you shooting a jump shot or you guarding somebody when you playing a pickup and like he shoot his jump and you let him shoot because you're gonna have to make me believe. And unfortunately, this is a playoff game, and if he makes the Giants believe, it could be like it could be messed up for the Giants. So, but I would like make Kirk Cousins prove it. Stop Cook though, because Cook can't go off. If you stop the run and make him pass the ball, key in on Jefferson, and watch that tight end, this game is ours. We're going to the next round. Giants corner. Big shout out to everybody on Facebook that messes with Smoke Wanted Podcast. The next podcast coming up, we're going to be discussing who had the better career, Barkley or Iverson. And it could be Sixers, it could be just basketball only. Because I know Charles Barkley going ham right now on TNT with Shaq and them. But I'm just asking who had the better career, basketball wise, Sixers wise, just basketball period. But big shout out to the New York Giants once again for making the playoffs and like let's go all the way, take the chip, get the chip, and shock the world. You feel me? Smoke One It Podcast. I'm your boy Hall of Fame Worthy. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. We are on YouTube, so please subscribe. Check it, like I said, on the gram. And you know right now we recording on Anchor. Why? Because it puts us everywhere a podcast needs to be heard. Smoke What It Podcast. Big shout out to Shaw Black. He'll be on the next episode. Giants Corner. Let's go Giants. Smoke One It Podcast. One.